Alright, welcome to the final round here of the Epic Cards and Games Wednesday tournament. We had 14 players, but during the weekdays we don't do top cut, so it's whoever finishes undefeated. Here I am playing versus my buddy Luke. He is playing branded with a little Radiant Typhoon engine, more like just the visions and whatnot to draw. And I am playing Radiant Typhoon, and luckily he activated a quick play spell, so I'm gonna go ahead and activate the Crusea to go get it and get my searches off. It's always nice when you're able to start with it in the pure deck, but I'm not gonna lie, after testing the deck for a few months, I don't think I like pure Radiant Typhoon as much as I used to, so I'm definitely going to move on. I just don't know to what, because there was no deck other than the Radiant Typhoon deck that I really liked, so we're just gonna see what I end up doing. But anyways, he goes ahead and activates Vision now to draw 2, discards MST. I'm gonna go ahead and I think special summon Phonics from here, as that is the card that I searched. And potentially if he continues activating quick play spells, I get to get some value. And there's a lot that they play, Branded Opening, Branded and High Spirits, for instance, Fallen in the Virtuous, and more, right? So I'm going to try to use this as an interruption, but it doesn't work out in my favor, but that's okay. In my hand, I already have a lot of gas, so I didn't really need any more. So that's why I added the Phonics. And also, if I activate MST, Phonics can always come back. But the video is long because I ended up, both me and him ended up misplaying quite a bit. And you'll end up seeing that. We were distracted, we were entering rulings here and there. As we are 2 of the actual judges in the local area. So yeah, anyways, here he goes, Branded Opening, which sent, I forgot exactly what, I think it was Magnemite, and then sending Albion, and then from here he sends Branded Retribution. Now here he goes ahead and grabs Albaz, sending another fusion monster to the graveyard, and then special summoning out the Ecclesia. I'm not gonna lie, this new variation of Branded does seem to be a lot better, as it has a really strong grind game, and it doesn't lose to Ash on Branded Fusion. Legit, it doesn't even need Branded Fusion. Here you can see Luke is just kind of comboing off here, and he won't be needing the Branded Fusion whatsoever at all. So yeah, I think this variation of Branded is honestly the best that we've ever seen it. Which still annoys me, because I don't want to see this deck continue to be played. I was thinking after Snake Eyes format, the deck is done, and then they give it more support. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just tired of seeing this deck all the time. Anyways, here he did summon the Springen's Kit, and now he's going to go activate the Branded Retribution to grab the Fallen and the Virtuous back from the graveyard. Activate the Opening, discarding the Virtuous to go ahead and I think that's what he added with the kit, the Branded Opening. And now he's going to go ahead to either search or special. So there you can see my boy Chris gave him Christian Invader for me. Anyways, now he goes ahead, summons Albion. He goes ahead, grabs the Branded in red. And this is where he ends up making one of these mistakes here pretty close by. So yeah, he goes straight to the end phase and realizes that he forgot Cartesia to fusion summon into the Grangwignol. But honestly, again, it's something that we just kept getting distracted the entire match. So we both missed key interactions here that would have led to a much better display of our gameplay. Anyways, on Resolution Titaniclad, I do ash it because I don't want him to get Quem. I could have honestly ashed a lot sooner, but I feel like the Quem would have been the most important card for him to grab here. But maybe I'm wrong, and if you guys have any suggestions on what I could have done better, please let me know. Anyways, here he now grabs the Branded Fusion off the Albaletinus. I believe that's what he sent with the Fallen of Albaz. And then he goes Branded in red to fusion summon off the Fallen in the white. Plus the Springen's Kit into the Lubellion. At least I believe it was Kit. And now he goes ahead, discards Ecclesia to the graveyard to go ahead and fusion summon into, I believe, a Mirror Jade. So shuffle back. Oh no, actually I know exactly what he does here. He hoes the living shit out of me and pre-plays me by making the Dogma that devours. So this is another reason why I don't like playing the pure version of Radiant Typhoon. It is really hard to play against towers. Against Lunalight, your win condition is like having Corsair on the field and them having no back row, right? And hope that you can stall. But you can't stall against them indefinitely because they play a lot of backers, so they just kind of just wait it out and then set like more than the MSTs that you have. So here we see MST activated. He triggers the set Fallen and the Virtuous that I know, and you would think that this is a pretty easy board to break, but honestly, there's a lot of layers here that I have to wait and interact with, so it's not as easy as you might think, as much as I would love for it to be. So he sends Rinbrum. Popped my Corsair. Now I go Chant to search, unless he has any triggers, but he does not, so I go ahead and grab Eldum or Swen. I grab Swen, because I already have Eldum. That's another thing. Noble Knight Shieldsbearer is probably the worst investment I ever made, because you don't need that card at all. I feel like I see Eldum in every single hand, 100%, so if you want to play pure, just stick with the Extravagance version. Do not play the Noble Knight Shieldbearer. It's so bad. Anyways, here on resolution of adding Corsair, I grab summon Swen to summon the Vision here, and then I have to be careful, right? Because like at some point or another, he can go Cartesia to send Albaz, and then he has access to like Fallen and the Fallen of Albaz to fusion summon to make Mirror Jade. Like right now, he doesn't have it. But I believe Grangwignol can send it. So yeah, I have to be careful. Plus he has Ecclesia on the field and Ecclesia in the graveyard. So like, it's going to be really tough for me to get over the Dogma that devours. Like it's a super big grind game. But like nowhere here do I have like a good way to win, in my opinion. So looking through the extra deck, I lost a lot of utility because I switched to the version with Extravagance, and like it's just really tough. So I go Vision to draw 2, and I discard what? Another copy of Eldum. See, I'm telling you, I see Eldum too much. Now I go Corsair to go ahead and grab me MST plus what? Meghala? That's another thing that this deck struggles with, is that sometimes you don't have your opponent like doesn't have back row, and like your MSTs get no value until like later down the line. And man, it's you have to play this deck so perfectly, and you can see I'm like trying, but it is not like it. I am not doing the best job here. Even here, I can just tell again that how I was struggling earlier is how I'm struggling again. So yeah, I mean, one thing that I could have done if I had it was play like the Gossip Shadow, the rank 3. But that stops like one monster effect. We gotta draw, and it's like, yeah, it's fine, but I don't know. It just seems a little like mid. Anyways, here the Ecclesia is going to banish itself to summon the Fallen of Albaz. Then we see Cartesia to fusion summon out into the Grangwignol. Or no, it looks like it's going to be Albion. Albion is now going to go ahead and banish the... what exactly? Titaniclad. And it looks like Fallen of Albaz to make Mirror Jade. No, it's going to be the Bestial Saronir to make Chaos Star Source, and then Chaos Star Source is going to be able to pop 2 because it used 2 Dark Dragons. And now he still has Rinbrum to go ahead and summon out the Fallen of Albaz. And here I summon Meghala. I go ahead and activate the second Vision, which is going to grab me MST. And then I go ahead and Typhoon to pop the Vision, and that is to chain block the Meghala here. So Chainlink 1 Meghala, Chainlink 2 Vision to set. I just don't want him to have anything if possible. So here I now summon, I believe, Phonics. Yeah, I summon Phonics here. And it's like, what do I do, right? Like, if I go into the Link 2, I, get hit with Mirror Jade. If I do not, then I can't advance my game state and get the mandate and try to, continue the grind. So it's like, how do I win from here? It seems impossible, right? But I can tell what I should be doing. Like, I have to force it. So here, it looks like I go ahead and go for what's it called? The Vision. I'm sorry, I say Vision. The Vararoon Link 2. So I'm going to speed it up until I make a decision. So here I finally go ahead and link into the Vararoon, Chainlink 1 Vararoon to search, Chainlink 2 MST to pop the Vision. And so from here, what's going to happen is I search for an MST, and then on resolution, Chainlink 1 Vararoon to place mandate, Chainlink 2 Vision to reset itself. I did this specifically so I can get the mandate and then the Vision to chain block just in case. Fallen of Albaz, of course, is now going to go ahead and discard for cost to go ahead and fusion summon with my Vararoon. And I think one thing that I should have done is activated the Phonics to shuffle back. It would have been Albion plus Star Source probably. But like, I don't know. I have droplets in the hand. I'm starting to remember the hand. But yeah, I go Mandate because I'm looking for just a bit more gas. I don't know what more I can go for. Probably like draw a Cresea. That would have been nice. Or Fallen in the Virtuous, just try to break the board little by little, but honestly it's not going to work out. So and then here is where I misplay because I did not read Phonics properly. So I go yeah, you'll see what happens. So I attack, and then I go damage step. I want to activate something, so droplet. I sent MST on accident and I was like, whoa, wrong card. Cresea, because I don't want him to be able to chain the Mirror Jade. But like, it wouldn't have been Mirror Jade if it was damage step anyway, so I should have just sent the MST. But here's the thing, Phonics cannot activate in the damage step. Yeah. So I fumbled the bag. So as much as I wanted to shuffle back Mirror Jade and the Albion, it wasn't going to work out. So I should have done on attack declaration, sent, and then activate on the resolution. And from here, there's just no way that I can keep up with everything that he has on field. Plus, he has a towers that I am just never going to be able to deal with. So we're going to move on to game number 2, because this, unfortunately, was horrible. At least for me. Alright, game number 2. Yeah. That was poorly played by me, but I honestly wasn't going to win anyway. So I think that I should have just scooped it up early and, dealt with the consequences later. So here, draw phase, I go chant for Swen. And then I go ahead and I think I go straight to main phase from here. So yeah, I activate the Fissure. I activate it here so that I don't get hit with Droll. And then Swen is going to get me the Cresea. From here, Swen is going to special summon itself as well to grab the Vision. And here's one thing that I noticed is that one time when I played, I didn't activate Fissure, and it led me to get hit with a Veiler on my Eldum. I really messed up there. So if you have Fissure, game 2, especially after you sight it in, I think the best thing is to just go ahead and activate it right then and there. You don't really care about your monsters having, and see, this is one of the judge calls, but I'm gonna yap. You don't really care about keeping these monsters in the graveyard whatsoever if it means that the side card, like, Dimensional Fissure, wins you the game, right? So if you have full combo access under Fissure, just go for everything and don't worry about the monsters that are going to get banished. Anyways, I'm gonna skip ahead to where we stop talking about the judge call. Now from here, I link off the 2 monsters for Vararoon. Vararoon is going to go ahead and grab me a copy of the MST, and then from here I can go ahead and Vision. I think I draw 2, and I do. So draw 1, draw 2, I draw an Ash Blossom from the top, and then I discard MST, Cresea now to special summon. He doesn't have a response, and then channeling 2 of our runes so that I don't get hit with a quote-unquote impulse, even though it's impossible to get hit with impulse in this matchup, but you never know. Because I played against a branded player that played hand traps and Exciton. Yeah. Kind of crazy. Anyways, my Cresea gets stopped here. And then from here, I don't think I'm out of the woodworks yet. Although I do have Sheena in the hand. Ooh, I love Sheena. This is like the main reason why I want to continue playing Radiant Typhoon. It's just because Sheena is such a good card, man. Like, truly. Anyways, Vision's gonna get me a copy of MST, so there's at least one known there for me. And I decide, yeah, I'm gonna go Vision to draw, right? Like, I don't need the MST in the graveyard because I don't have access to the monster negate, so I'm just gonna go for this here. And this is the 4th summon, so, you know, I can't get hit with Nib. So I set 2, and then I pass. So here Luke starts his turn and is going to go ahead and try to activate a few things, but he's not going to be able to, and you'll see why. So he goes Springen's Kit, normal summon, to go ahead and grab a card that mentions Fallen of Albaz, I believe, which is going to be the Fallen and the Virtuous. It's either that or like a branded card or Despia. It's one Dogmatica is one of the two. Now from here, he tries to activate Fallen and the Virtuous and realizes, oh yeah, I can't do that. So then he looks at his hand, and then he's going to go ahead and activate Branded in White, or Branded in High Spirits, I'm sorry. Branded in High Spirits, though, has to reveal and then send the monster to the graveyard to be able to get its secondary effect. So he realizes, oh yeah, Deep Fissure kind of sucks a lot. So he's going to scoop it up, and then we go to game number 3. Now, when I played this tournament, I didn't have Extravagance yet, right? So I was playing with a, now that I think about it, I played with a bigger build of what I could do. So I'll explain that here further. Branded Opening is going to be activated, discarding the Despia Tragedy, and that's going to be really good because he's going to be channeling 1 Alibur, channeling 2 Tragedy, so he's going to add a lot here. So he's going to add Quem to his hand, I believe, off the Tragedy. And the Alibur is going to add, is it going to be Branded Fusion, or is it going to be like another branded card? Gotta get my water. So he does add Branded Fusion. I don't have Ash Blossom, I believe, so like this is going to resolve. I drew no hand traps, like no Perulias, no Molchumi Fualos. Like I can never draw hand traps against decks ever. Like I get that I'm playing a high engine deck, but like surely eventually I'd be able to get something. Here he goes Branded in High Spirit, resolves the Quem, sending Greg Wignall, and then he's going to go ahead and add a Fallen of the White Dragon. From here, Fallen of the White Dragon is gonna special summon itself by sending Albion for cost from the extra deck, and then he's going to go ahead and activate the effect on summon to special summon the Ecclesia. Now he has the Branded Fusion for the next turn follow-up. I do not think he activates it this turn because he's going to go Synchro Summon for the Dogmatica, or I'm sorry, Ecclesia and the Black Dragon using Alibur and itself to make the monster. And then effect of Ecclesia is going to banish herself to go ahead and summon out Quem. No, I'm sorry, not Quem, Cartesia from the deck. There we go. So he doesn't summon Cartesia, he summons Springen's Kit. And then Springen's Kit is going to go ahead and search for what exactly? Search is Branded in red. Okay. And then from here, he's going to go ahead and put back a card to the bottom, set 2 cards, and phase. He's going to get a few cards from his banish. So he could add back Incredible Ecclesia, but instead he summons back the dragon. Not really summons, just returns it. Ecclesia gets added back to the hand, and then he goes ahead and sets a Fallen in the Virtuous, I believe. So, and I think I do commit a pretty grave misplay, but like, no, actually, no, I don't, because I remember this game. I remember exactly what my hand was, so you'll see. Branded in red is going to go ahead and grab back the Alibur, banish it, and the Fallen of Albaz to go ahead and special summon out a Lubellion, and then Lubellion is going to go ahead and fusion summon, I believe, the Dogma that devours, because again, I have no way to beat it. So shuffle back those 3, and then yeah, so now he has a towers. That's 3,500. Really hard for me to get over. So goes ahead and phase Quem Shuffle back, as well as the Branded in red off the Dogma that devours on summon effect, and then I believe he sets the Fallen and the Virtuous with the Albion. Or no. No, because he had a Branded in red. That's right. That's right. Okay, well, yeah. If I were to know anything, it might be Fallen and the Virtuous. But I have no MSTs, so I have to give up my normal summon, and Eldum gets summoned. And then he has Dragon's Mind. Yeah. I do have Super Poly, but I can't really use it here. I mean, I can, but the monster is unaffected, so I can't take away Kit or the Dogma that devours. Funny enough, they're both Dark Beasts, so if it wasn't protected, I'd have a lot to go through. Then I set a card, which is a Super Poly. But again, I played this really bad. You'll see here in a second. Now from here, end phase goes ahead. Dragon Mine is going to set itself back. And then I go still in the end phase thinking, and I'm reading the Cartesia. I'm thinking, should I pop this with the Fallen and the Virtuous? Because then he gets access to shuffle back and shuffle a card back onto my field, which would be like the first action, rendering my Super Poly useless or my Fallen. So I decide to just pop the Springen's Kit. This ends up being a mistake though. I think I should have just set the card and not worry about it, because I do believe he has a set Fallen in the Virtuous, which he uses to bring back the Springen's Kit and get a branded card from it. So end phase, Albion, set, and then he activates his Fallen in the Virtuous, which is going to go ahead and reborn the Springen's Kit. Springen's Kit effect is going to go ahead and grab him out the Branded Fusion. And then set a card, which is likely not going to be the Branded Fusion, right? So, yeah. And then we pass. From here, Luke goes straight to the main phase, activate Branded Fusion. Wow, this is a lot of shaking. This is probably my leg, honestly. Whenever I play a game, I always shake my legs. So yeah, he goes ahead, dumps Fallen plus a Dark, goes for Lubellion, gets some triggers, so he discards. I can't exactly see what he discarded, but he's going to go ahead and shuffle back the Albion. No, yeah, just the Albion and Lubellion to go for the Chaos Star Source. And this is where I mess up. I'm thinking maybe I should Super Poly, but I'm going to go ahead and activate the Fallen and the Virtuous, and then he Dragon's Mind. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's GG. So I lose. Even if I activate Super Poly there, I don't think I win. I'd have like, so I'm trying to think here. I send away Beast plus Chaos Star Source, and I can make. See, because if I use Cartesia plus the Chaos Star Source, I make Secretariat, he just shuffles it back. So that wouldn't be good. And if I make Mud Dragon, then I can call Winds. He activates a monster effect. I can activate the Sheena that's in my hand, I believe, but that still doesn't win me the game. So yeah, I don't know, man. I think I was cooked no matter what. You guys let me know in the comments down below, though. And so Luke wins Wednesday night Epic Cards and Games, and congratulations. You know, maybe I just need more testing against Branded, but like, we'll see how I do. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you're ever in the Hearst, Texas area, please go on over on Wednesday nights, Friday nights, and Saturday nights at 7 p.m. where we host Advanced Yu-Gi-Oh! On those days. I hope to see you guys there.